We're back at the beach. We're going to do another beach talk. We're going to be heading inland and southward, maybe southeastward, not quite sure yet, but at any rate it's going to be away from the beach, so we decided to come on over and give it a last go at it today.
And we're going to talk about compliments and giving compliments and why sometimes we're afraid to give compliments.
Yeah, I think in today's society, especially in the workplace, it's getting more and more difficult to do that, and in some ways for good reasons, and others it's probably hurting us that want to just pay very genuine compliments. But we're primarily going to be focusing on compliments that are given in public, not in the workplace. Sometimes, other than the types of things that you could be accused of in the workplace, maybe somebody thinks you might be hitting on them, or maybe your partner, spouse, whatever, thinks that you're getting a little bit too friendly or whatever. But Susan and I are pretty good about not misunderstanding those types of things, so we just let loose and give compliments when we want to. And we feel like it really goes a long way.
Yeah, it can really make someone's day. You never know what kind of a day they may have been having, and just a small compliment can really change the whole course of the rest of their day. And we just need to not be afraid of that. Sometimes people will be afraid, oh, I can't compliment that person, it's just going to give them a big head. And they'll say things like, oh, he did a really good job, but I'd never tell him that, and it's just kind of sad. We need to just loosen up and just be willing to, tell the person that they did a great job, or that they look awesome, or whatever.
Yeah, take the risk. It really does help people. There's so much negativity going on in the world, probably not quite as much as we're told on any news channel whatsoever. But the good news is there's a lot of genuine people out there that still do care, and there's also a lot of people out there that are going through a lot of stress and difficult times and things. And when we stop and take that risk by giving the compliment, I say risk because if some of these things that we've been talking about come to mind, well, just kind of overcome those things when you have genuine comments and compliments. We're not talking about saying things that you're just making up, just to make somebody feel good. But those kinds of things that just come to mind that are genuine, that you would like to tell somebody. Maybe their hair looks good, or that's a nice shirt, or
they did something small for you and you really appreciate it. It really made a difference, for you. Just thank that person for the small things too. And another thing is businesses in today's world of social media. Businesses live or die by their reviews, and so we tend to quickly jump on the negative reviews if we have a bad experience, but we need to also work on those positive ones too. If we have a good time or a good experience at a restaurant or a business, to be sure and say that too. And if your experience maybe was a little less than stellar, maybe give it some time before you jump on and write that bad review.
Yeah, I like to at least wait until the next day before I post a review about a restaurant, maybe on Yelp or something like that. And especially if it's negative, I just really want to make sure that I think it out and I give it some time. Sometimes it could be just a bad day at that restaurant or whatever. It could be the cook didn't show up for work, or there's new people or whatever, somebody's not feeling good. It could be a whole host of things, and we've had that happen before, where people have raved on a place and we went and they just raved about it, and we went and it wasn't really didn't live up to that. And so we found that was just an anomaly. So it's kind of good to hold back some of that stuff and just kind of think it out and everything. And how maybe our grandparents and those before them used to say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it at all. Well, some of that rings true. I mean, we can certainly pick our battles, right?
Yeah.
We can definitely decide whether or not something really needs to be said, but more often than not, the wonderful things that you're thinking about people do need to be said. People really need to hear it. And so we've been just cutting loose whenever we feel like paying a compliment to somebody, and we're not going to worry about anything because we know they're genuine. We're not just making them up for whatever reason. So if you get that urge to say something nice, just let it go. People really do want to hear it. We all want to know that people aren't throwing up in their mouth when they see us, that they actually feel good about us and what we're doing, and people want to feel meaning in life. Well, one compliment that we would like to give right now is that we are so pleased that you watch, and when people take the time to comment and tell us how they've enjoyed our videos, that really brings joy to us, because it makes us feel like what we're doing and spending our time doing is making a difference, even if it's just mindless entertainment once in a while or whatever you get out of it. But we really do appreciate you very much.
We definitely do. So please keep watching and commenting, and don't forget to share and subscribe.
Thanks for watching. You're doing good. You're doing awesome. Non-genuine compliment.
I can't get going.
Looking good. Keep going. Maybe you should go faster. Go faster.